This is the Idea Dimension. We're here with the Black Vipers. How are we all doing?
Yay!
Good.
Very good.
We're doing.
So you've come here, you've played 3 of your amazing songs,
Yeah, we did,
which
yeah.
we will listen to throughout this interview. First of all, we've talked about a lot off camera about thongs, different beers, Mongolian throat singing.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Pamela.
Do you want to sort of
Tommy Lee.
explain who you are and how you got started and what you're about?
That's a great setup.
It is.
You know,
Thank you.
thongs, Mongolian throat singing.
Into
Rum,
origins of
beer.
the band.
Rock and roll.
These are all really
You set
important
us up.
subjects.
I think so.
Yeah, no, I think they're very, very important. I
How's
mean,
that influenced you? Music.
Well, just setting us up to get cancelled already. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's perfect. It's perfect.
we got the second pop-up goes the secret ingredients, you know.
I mean,
This is the secret ingredients get cancelled.
we'd like to thank beer and rum for the inspiration for a lot of our songs, you know.
More of a whiskey guy, but
But mainly like just getting us in the room together, you know.
Sure.
We're good boys, really. When we're in the room, we might look, you know, really bad and naughty, you know.
getting
but
us in the room
we're
was the
actually,
hard part.
You know,
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time just socialising. That's what got us here. But it got us in the room and got us playing, you know, and that's the important bit. That's what I want to thank for that.
Yeah.
Now thongs.
We've been
I don't know,
practicing.
it's
I've been
it's
practicing
early,
in the mirror.
early days now.
That's a single
Yeah.
question, I think. It's,
Do you need to wear thongs on stage? Does it help?
It's for the high notes, man. I had a conversation before with somebody. They're like, "Why you always wear this like very tight clothes?" And I said, "It's for the high notes. You know, that's the secret. You know."
It's also why drummers play blast beats.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anything above 206, you've got a little piece of linen between your buttocks.
Yeah.
It's
Just a tiny bit.
I've
Yeah.
seen it.
That's what's getting you there.
I've seen
That's
it.
quite frightening.
It's real.
I'm quite scared. So, why black? Why vipers? Why not tigers or dragons or?
Jimmy.
Jimmy, go on.
Ryan.
It was me. It was all me.
Okay.
Long story short, we was in there was another project before.
It used to be
And-
called Onyx Ace.
Great name.
Great
Yes.
name. Oh, thank you.
It doesn't really roll off
Pokemon
the
inspired.
tongue.
But the problem with
I have no
I mean
idea
this
what it was.
is before Jack and this is before Mircha. This was like another project, and the problem with Onyx Ace is when you've just done a really loud gig and you're in a loud room, you know, they put the PA on, they put the music on, and you're in a really, really loud venue. And someone comes, some drunk guy or girl comes up to you and they go like, "Oh, you're amazing. What's your name?" And you're in a loud, and they go, "You got Onyx Ace," and they go, "What?"
Yeah.
And we were like, and you have to say it again. They go, "Onyx what?" And you go, "Right, maybe we're gonna have to change his name."
Sure.
I think we're gonna have to change his name because it's not audible when no one's getting it, you know.
Yep.
So there was a long break, and long story short, we were just all together, and
Few suggestions were cast out, and Black Vipers was the one that won.
that was the one.
It's a good name. I like it.
What were
And
the other
very
ones?
very specifically, that was fought for.
Yeah.
The Black Vipers.
I don't know
not
who
Black
was
Vipers, the
accentuating
Black
that
Vipers.
point.
Yeah,
Definitely wasn't
that's-
me.
What were the other names that you guys came up with?
Black Viper.
But-
Solid.
It's an
I
evolution.
can't remember.
But it's important.
That's important.
It's really
I can't
important.
Yeah.
remember.
So-
I can attest to that.
Who would you say you sound like? What's your influences?
That's difficult.
I think that depends on who you're asking. I think that genuinely depends on which member you're asking, because
Okay.
we all bring different elements and inspirations and influences to the band. Like for me, it's probably maybe slightly more similar to Mitchell, but I would probably say Soundgarden, and another one for me personally would probably be something close to maybe like Alter Bridge or
Sure.
maybe like Avenged Sevenfold. But that's coming more from an instrumental perspective.
Yeah.
But maybe if you asked someone else.
Sure.
I'm curious about Jack. Why are you influences?
Me.
We all are.
Ooh. I think there's definitely a sense of kind of like hard rock from the 80s. So I think we've got the energy. We do have the energy from kind of like those, the Motley Crues. You've got like the other ones as well. So like,
I love it. I love it.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
That's
Zeppelin's a
70s,
solid
but it's
one,
okay.
you know. But I would say we progress more towards like a Porcupine Tree. I think we've got
damn.
a bit of
He said
like
it.
a mysticism about it, and there's a little bit of odd things going on there, but it all encompasses around really well. That's what I think.
It's
Jimmy,
familiar.
what do you think, Jimmy?
It's
What
a
do
very
you think, Jimmy?
familiar, old school kind of sound, but it's got modern elements of like alternative rock and
Yeah.
bits of thrash, bits of maybe like metalcore in there as well, that kind of stuff. So
You definitely got a groove to you. You know,
yeah.
it goes through
I mean
There
that
is,
that's
yeah.
down to him.
That's me.
That's down to
The
him.
engine.
But like that depends on. That's what I think. That's my point. Like if you ask Jack actually like what he plays and what he brings to it, there is a lot of groove, there is a lot of fusion, there is a lot of and it's quite unconventional, you know, and you know, a band is only ever as good as its drummer, you know, and
Put it
drums
this
change
way.
everything, you know.
Yeah, put it
Yeah,
this
a
way:
singer.
he didn't play or listen, let alone listen to any rock music
No.
before joining the band.
Yeah,
Generally
that's,
didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
that's the
Generally
segue,
didn't.
yeah.
Not at all.
Who's your go-to then, musically?
Musically, it depends. Like I love Steely Dan. That's something like I love a lot of funk, a lot of fusion in
Yeah.
that
Sure.
regard. Like, but I do love disco as well. Like I'm a lot more funk and like fusion and stuff. But I started off doing jazz. That was what I started off doing, and did big band. That's how I got into more funk, like Herbie Hancock.
That makes sense.
all that
Yeah,
stuff. And so yeah, I always find, especially what this music is, like how it progresses, is that when I try and do my stuff, at first I have to think to myself, I'm like, right, don't just try and be a little snob and don't try and just add some random stuff and then I was going to bother about. I'll be like, right, no, I've got to follow the song. Because
Sure.
I think that was the main transition for me, was like, because it's so meticulously, like, you've got to be there on whatever beat it is, you've got to be on that beat. But with funk, you can be a little bit off.
Yeah.
As long as you get back to the one, everyone's going to be like, that was amazing. But rock, you've got to be all on time.
It's quite diatonic, but it's also
Yeah.
quite, it's almost like mathematical
Yeah,
in a way.
because you've got to
you
be
know?
so
Yeah.
on it to
Yeah,
make it all
yeah,
sound good.
Sure.
I think that's what made me intrigued to do it as well, because Ryan's the one that got me into the Black Vipers.
Okay. You just heard him and you thought, yep, he's our guy.
Nah, it was an interesting story. I mean, me and Jack met at uni, and we went to Pitman. We you know we played together, so we knew each other really well. And we were jamming, you know, and all of that stuff. But there was a day where pretty much we didn't have a drummer. We went to a rehearsal and we were having problems, you know, with the drummer and you know, etc. Not long story.
Sure.
Long story short, we turned up to a session. Drummer wasn't there yet again, and I just said to myself, I was like, should I see if Jack's around? And the guys were like, yeah, sure, why not, you know?
Sure.
And I called Jack. I was like, Jack, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm at the uni. What are you doing? He's like, I'm in the toilet. Like, well, what are you doing after the toilet? And he's like, no, I'm not doing anything. I was like, do you want to come meet the boys? And the rest is history. You know?
Nice.
So that's what's led to us here. And I think that's mainly from like a rhythmical perspective. It's that's what's kind of shaped a lot of that groove that you
Yeah.
mentioned. Because as a bass player, I have to. We're a team.
Yeah.
There has to be some unity in that sense, you know.
Sure.
Which just will naturally evolve, you know, as that
Yeah.
carries it, you know.
So what are your like aspirations for the band? As in, what are you
skip me,
doing
man.
at the moment?
God damn.
Such a singer.
You skipped the singer here,
It's
you
his
know.
time. Right,
Sure.
go on, say your things.
No, that's it. I'm not saying anything anymore. So we can carry on next question. Yeah, that's it.
Well, okay, from a singer's point of view, like what do you think you guys are capable of? What do you want to do next? Like, how are you trying to sort of shape the band?
Yeah, well, your first question was about influences, no? And I think it's quite funny because I auditioned for these guys like 6 years prior to joining, and I'm the last addition to the group. And there was a different formula, and it's very interesting how musicians they evolve, and then it just didn't work out first time, and then later on. When I heard the tracks again, they really had like such a groove, and everything was very together, like very solid. Like they've already at that point managed to have a style of their own. And
I found him on Bandmix of all places.
Shout out
Okay.
Mix.
Yeah,
yeah,
Thank you.
sponsor us.
sent him the
Yeah.
MP3 files of some demos we'd done, and he really digged them. So yeah.
And it's funny because I listened to it and I was like, I'm pretty sure one of these sounds familiar. And then I think I messaged, are you that Jimmy guy that I just like
That Jimmy guy.
talked to a long time ago? And I came for an audition. I was like, oh yeah. It's like, you guys sound much better.
I
and-
remember talking to you and conversing with you before the original rehearsal 6 years ago, but I don't remember what actually happened.
We do, yeah.
I don't remember it either. really
I
that
still
much.
have
Obviously
the
didn't work
WhatsApp
out.
messages.
Yeah, same. That's the only reason
We
I
still
know.
have the WhatsApp message with me like having this very asshole
From like
like
6 7 years ago. Yeah.
patronizing. I'm sorry.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
Sarcasm.
He's such a nice guy, you know.
But yeah, to come back to your question, and then we can move on. Because yeah, I'm the singer, so yeah. For me, musically, what this project allows me to do is find like Jack mentioned something like very mystical or mysterious side of like the music that we do, and I think it allows me the way that the guys are doing the instrumental side of it to apply certain themes. So like for me, the music, the sound that they make, they inform the theme. I studied fine arts, so that's where the cuntiness comes from. But like, I'm a very visual person, so it allows me to add more of a visual storytelling type of musicality or approach to the vocals. And then I think I'm looking in this project to people like Chris Cornell is quite a big inspiration, and Jeff Buckley, and then again a combination of things, because we've also been playing some other people's music to pay homage to them. And then when you play other people's music, like covers, you learn how to apply yourself in a different way, like AC/DC or like Ozzy, Black Sabbath, and a lot of other bands, Porcupine Tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll play
Shout out
them.
Porcupine
We'll
Tree.
do them our way.
Shout-
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
play them exactly.
Motorhead.
I mean, that's important.
Shout out
Gavin
Like to
Hudson.
do covers, but not
Put your own
exactly
spin
like
on
the
it.
copy of that.
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, exactly. And these guys do it very well.
Yeah.
These guys do it very well, and it's always very inspiring for me to work with them, because they're like that, and they really have like a chemistry. So I kind of felt like when I joined this group again, I kind of had the table was laid down, so
Yeah.
I could just
It was the right time.
yeah, it was, I think, yeah. And for all of you out there, sometimes, it's okay to come back later or to revise things or to work with people. And as Ozzy said, remember to be nice to people on your way up, because you meet them on your way down. So I think this was one of those things, because, if I would have just closed that door and I
Yeah.
would have, for whatever reason, just started like, whatever, probably they would have got back to me and would have not been here today.
Sure.
Yeah.
What was your second question? Because I can
It-
talk for the rest of the podcast.
It was just about sort of where
Inspirations for the
inspiration, where you feel like you're going. But let's talk about the first song you performed for us today. So we recorded just a few hours
Rust.
earlier.
Yeah, I was like,
Rust.
what
We're going to lead into playing that in a second. Just want to talk about Rust, where it came from, what it's about, how that
Like,
song
that's-
developed.
That's well.
It
That's
actually
all you
links
really
very
do,
well
your
into
story.
the story I just said, because that's the first song I sang on, so my voice a bit today. I think you sent me a few things, and I think that was the first one that I sang. And for example, with that one, the vocal melody just came all at once, so it like start to finish. I listened to the thing, I put the counts on, and I was at home just with an SM58, and it's just the whole melody. Just I like to believe myself as a singer. One of my philosophies is that it's quite a spiritual endeavor or like thing, and you're like a channel, so you just try
Yeah.
to channel whatever that energy is of the song. And it's the same, like sometimes words come from left and right or whatever in your mind, or like a phrase or an image, and you kind of try to follow that. So with Rust was like the name was there already, so the guys with some of the songs, they already had names, and I just had to kind of honor the theme. And I remember, I sent you that, and I think I also wrote some lyrics as well, and I sent them to Jimmy, and I think it was almost like finished at that point. And then we were going through some recordings at some point through my phone, and I realized that I basically came into the studio, and the song, the lyrics, the verses were already there. They were just like little things that we kind of readapted.
Cool. Well, let's listen to that now. The idea to mention the Black Vipers.
Loading and waiting, as long as I'm waiting, I'll play my game along. Count me out, falling down the lines. Too blue
So, trying to think where we were.
Rust.
Rust,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we just listened to that because I didn't get to mention it. Yeah, it's a song about, because that's what you asked. It's a song about the passing of time and contemplating the passing of time. And then thinking about even like, you know, the solids, the elements like iron or whatever, even they kind of transcend, you know, through the power of rust. So it's kind of like a meditation on that. That's the idea of that.
Cool. So the second song you did, what was it? Remind me again of the
I
name
forgot
of that.
everything.
Dead Wedding.
Dead Wedding. That was
Dead Wedding, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like Dead Wedding, by the way. I
Thank
think
you.
It's really,
I
well,
think that's the
Thank
one of
you.
the most
Thank you.
energetic ones we have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's a
it's got a vibe to it. It's got an energy to
Very
it.
Yeah.
Tim Burton-esque type song to me. I mean, again,
It's
it was
very
another
like that.
song before.
It's very corpse
Yeah, no,
bride,
this,
isn't it?
again,
Yeah.
this is one of those songs that we literally have changed, I think, about 3 or 4 times before it now being the way it is.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan came to me with this bass riff and was like, oh, let's try and do something. And we sorted something out for like, the main part. And then we brought it to the band at the time. We sorted out the song. We called it Beast beforehand.
Yeah.
And then we now have Mercher doing the song about Dead Wedding.
Yeah, both Rust and Dead Wedding had a complete set of lyrics and vocal melodies
Yeah.
before Mircea joined the band.
Never
We
heard
told him what the
Never
names
will.
of the songs were, but we never let him hear the original vocals,
Yeah.
so he could come up with something without getting
No, but
inspired.
it's generally how amazing, like, because it does generally have a completely different feel to it, but it
Yeah.
brings it way more than it was before.
Because you still mentioned the Beast theme is still there as well. Because there's there's the Beast. theme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
well,
way down
Like,
low.
that's, that element is still there.
I thought it's quite clever that we've
Yeah.
changed the song and this you kind of make an analogy to or like a reference to like the beast is way down low. So it's kind of like
An
at the
homage to the
bottom,
original.
like it's sort of
His
like
name is down.
you know, but it's like an analogy for like the beast inside of you because that's what the lyrics are. But there's like the song is still there underneath, like the foundation. And kind of through the lyrics, I wanted to. It's a reference to that, really, like
Yeah.
conscious reference,
Sure.
reference to the what the song used to be called before.
Yeah.
Like the beast is way down low.
Well, let's listen to that now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Whee!
The Idea Dimension, the Black Vipers.
Thank
What is it like being a band that plays live these days? You know, because everyone's always moaning about it's really, really hard being a band, making any money, playing smaller shows.
I mean, yeah, all
What's your
that, but
experience?
it's fucking fun.
Yeah,
It
It
is
is
fun.
really fun.
I would hope
Who's
so.
moaning about it? What's wrong with that?
But you know, are you guys?
I think we do.
Finding
I
it?
think you always do find some problems. There's never going to be a perfect venue where you're going to feel like you are set to be doing the best you've ever done.
We've never had a
bring
perfect
that
gig.
You bring that to the audience. You bring that to the venue yourself.
Yeah,
Something
that's
always
how I feel
goes
about
wrong. It's how well you can cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't believe him. Everything's
We've
perfect.
used gaffer tape to put drums together so he can still play.
Oh my, that was
We
amazing.
have
That
one
was
gig, yeah.
insane.
Wow. What
Somebody
did you
stole
have
the
to do?
clutch.
Literally had to get felt all around the top hi hat and just sellotape the
felts for
top
the
and the
cymbals.
bottom,
Wow.
so it could act with the kind of like the
We
little
made a
line
makeshift
in the middle of
clutch for the hi-hat.
Yeah, we made a
Gaffer
clutch.
tape
hi-hat.
and
I did a whole
felts.
step-by-step video as well. I was
Yeah.
like, I cannot miss this moment. So
Yeah.
I literally filmed every single step.
I was
and
like,
it
look,
it
I know
was-
what I'm doing. Just trust me. This
And
is
how
what
did
we
it
got to
sound?
do.
Did
It
sound
was
right?
absolutely fine. It lasted the
fine.
whole gig. It was absolutely fine. It was perfect. And I
Didn't the
think it
next
sounded
band?
pretty good.
No,
Shout out
the
again.
And
The
then
next
you
band
found
next
used it
band
as
were
well.
jealous of us. That's the
Gaffer-taped
problem. They're
your-
like, "What the hell are you guys doing that we can't do?" And we were like, "Oh, we're not going to tell
I
you
did
our
feel a
secrets."
bit of
You've
envy.
Yes,
for
gaffer
that
it's
taped
band,
your
you know.
beater on your kick drum to the thing as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, the beat as well. I always have the kick pedals. Kick pedals are my kryptonite. Honest to God, I've got such a heavy foot because I've been trying to practice like a lot of like double pedal songs with a single pedal. So hot for teacher, I'm trying to get one pedal, but I don't think one pedal can handle that much pedal
Force.
There's too
much
much pedal on the
pedal,
pedal, you know.
You
But
know what I
yeah.
remember?
Either the
I
bass
remember
drum
It
runs
comes up
away
on the
from
Richter
you.
scale, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
talking about drums and his powerful drumming. We had one gig and I had to learn the songs very quickly. So I thought I was clever. I'm going to write my lyrics on some blue roll that I got from the bar.
Oh dear.
So I thought, okay, I'm going to just wrap them up nicely and put them very at the back, kind of where the wall is, just behind the jack somewhere. Comes the song, and at this point, Jack probably already moved. It was very close to me, almost pushing me off the stage. And then I'm like, okay, I realized the whole of the back behind Jack was like full of beer. Because
Yeah.
as he was drumming, he kept moving, and the beers just fell off, and it just spilled everywhere. And of course, my lyrics just became this like bundle of stuff. So I was like, the song started. I was just trying to kind of like quickly unwrap it. So I just
And I'm just coming
I was
closer and
like-
closer to him the whole time with my kick. I'm
Yeah.
getting a little bit closer.
Either
Yeah.
the beater breaks or the drum kit runs away from
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
So what did you do?
Either
Could
one
you
of us
remember?
have to stand
or-
I
in front of
just-
the kick drum
Yeah.
and keep it from moving any. We become the anchor for your kick drum.
Oh yeah. No, that's.
I basically, I don't know, I just threw the lyrics away and I just prayed for the best.
You improvised.
And they were the
I
best.
just went, she boom, beam, boom. And, yeah.
It doesn't sound like the best, but it did then. It did then,
Yeah, it did.
100%.
Yeah.
What
What
would
I
you say
do
is the
sometimes-
craziest gig you've ever done?
Oh, that's.
I don't know. You
Do you
guys been together for a longer time
No, but
with me, so you had
with us, I would say probably the craziest gig we've done is.
It's probably the vintage voltage one has got to be like the maddest one.
so
It was
fun.
that
Vintage
one.
Voltage was very cool.
With the one with Vintage Voltage was really
Slim
good.
Jim.
Yeah, but I would say the
Slim Jim.
the
With
With
best
the girls
gigs,
dancing on the bar and the
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
from the
that
bar
was right.
pouring
That was
like
really good.
Jack Daniels in their
Yeah, yeah,
eyes.
Yeah, the best gigs we've had in terms of like like embodying the rock and roll spirit
Yeah, man.
is at Slim Jim's.
Yeah.
Shout out Slim Jim's.
Slim Jim,
pretty
whatever.
cool.
It's genuinely such a great place to go to, and like it's a tiny little place. Like the stage is the tables,
Yeah.
right? They have like the set of tables and chairs, and it folds into the stage. But there's
Clever.
bras on the wall, and we had
Hundreds.
we had dancers
Hundreds
come,
dangling from the
and the
ceilings.
dancers were
Wow.
on the bar, and they were drinking like Jack Daniels. It was the energy from the audience and the energy we felt. It was genuinely incredible.
That's when you knew, like, yes, I'm in a band.
It's honestly, you could with the energy from that night, you could like feel like you're in like like, I don't know, LA or something in
Yeah.
like the 80s or something. Like
Sure.
genuinely, like
Yeah.
that was the energy, you
Yeah.
know. And I think things even went wrong there. I think you had clutch problems as well on that gig as well.
Second song, my kick came off.
You know, there's one of the speakers is quite low hanging from the ceiling. I definitely whacked my head on that at least
Sure.
once in the gig. You know, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
genuinely doesn't matter because the energy from everyone is just immaculate.
Yeah, I get that. Again, it's what you do it for, right?
We've had
Yeah,
some gigs
man.
recently where my strap locks have failed and my guitar keeps falling off.
Oh, like
I
an
think
amateur.
that's a
But
recurring
I've been,
thing. I think every gig that's
You've been reading my diary.
I remember there was one gig when you just played the rest of the gig just sitting down on the
Yeah, I
edge
had to sit
the
on
stage,
Really?
like,
Yeah.
on a monitor, and because I didn't have a strap that worked anymore, so I just sat on a
dear.
monitor.
you were
and
just being very
played.
demure.
But you got through.
Oh yeah.
No, Jimmy plays it off well. He does
Yeah.
play it off well, you know. I mean,
You can't, unless you're in the band, you can't
Got
tell.
strong thighs.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
It's practicing
So-
at home.
Exactly.
Who do you guys hate musically? What band out there sucks and you can't
God.
understand
God.
why people like
Come
them?
on.
Trying to get us cancelled
This
now.
is
Yeah, I've
one-
got- I've
this
got
is
too
one-
many to
this
say
is
that
one
one.
band I
I can't-
really
yeah,
hate.
sorry.
Name
Set up.
3.
Oh, okay. Okay, actually, can we just all go through and just say one that we don't like?
All right, go on. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to say one I definitely don't.
Okay.
Jimmy, you go first.
I need to think.
Mitch, you go first.
They always throw me under the bus. Always. Okay. I don't really hate bands, but I've got to be very diplomatic here because
Yeah, have to.
I said. Well, bands that are in our circuit of like bands, like local bands.
Okay, I'm gonna answer my
like,
one.
Just like
Yeah.
bands
Su-
in general in history.
Sum 41. That's my one.
Oh,
I hate Sum 41.
I hate you for saying that.
Just don't like
I
it.
hate
It's
you,
too
but-
much. It's trashy. Don't like it.
Porcupine Tree.
Of course, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I'm going to say one that I don't hate.
Art is subjective. Man.
Okay.
I'm going to say one that I don't
The Black
hate.
Sure.
Vipers.
That gets hate.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
I like Nickelback.
Nickelback is the best band in the.
I don't get why
Okay,
people hate
I
them.
won't agree with
Nickelback
that.
is such a good band. And
Yeah.
no, genuinely. If you go through their catalog, it's just genuine, and they're just
Can
real
I say
metalhead
something to
nerds.
that?
you know,
Sure.
and I love
Yeah,
them.
I'd agree
I
with
love
that.
them. Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
It is.
Can I
It
say
is-
something
it
to the
is.
Nickelback thing? I think the reason why they got a lot of hate is because they sort of like their rise to fame coincided with this sort of like homogenization of rock and roll music on the radio.
Yeah.
Rick Beato talks about it. So I think the record
Shout out
labels
Rick
were
Beato.
looking at kind of producing the band. So they've kind of become the template for what radio rock should sound like.
Sure.
So I think that's why kind of they got a bad rap, but it's not their fault. It's kind of like a combination
Yeah.
of like more like a producing
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then after that is
Because
history.
I really dislike Foo Fighters.
Oh.
Food Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Oh, and Foo Fighters.
I can understand. I can understand that. because they have- for me, they have
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. We have Foo Fighters.
We should all do a.
You know.
Go on, Jimmy, give me yours.
Yeah.
Very niche, but
I mean, that's not what I
Primus.
said, but
Primus, I'm not a fan
Oh.
of that guitar player.
Get
I
out.
can't
Leave the
listen to
room
that guitar player.
Remember
I'm
when you
sorry,
wanna
I
lie
know
down
it's
with me?
supposed to sound like that. I just don't like that sound.
it's because you're a guitarist. Anyway, moving
Sure.
on.
I like my diatonic.
Foo Fighters. What do you
Melodies.
say about Foo Fighters?
Foo Fighters.
Fighters.
I just find them really, really dull. I've said this before, so I'm repeating myself, but they're just
Even
really
three
boring.
guitars can't
It's a
save
bit.
the music.
I mean,
you know?
I get the dad rock thing.
Yeah.
But you got to listen to their early
I
stuff.
like-
The first album that Dave Grohl did,
Really?
it's like got a real Nirvana influence.
but
like, you
also,
can see-
Dave Grohl recorded all of that.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
I mean,
that's-
I'm not
What
saying he's
about-
not a good musician.
No, he's
but-
What
phenomenal.
about Sound City? Do you guys know that one?
Yeah.
That's a I really like that album.
Oh,
And I
but-
like that Trent Reznor. What?
What, Trent with
Trent,
Josh
yeah.
Homme as well,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Corey
and
Taylor. And,
I like that album. I think it's cool.
no,
And
it's just great. It's
yeah.
great. I mean, that whole studio is just insane.
Just Foo Fighters.
What's the Corey Taylor song? That's amazing. You know, I mean, you've got
Who's-
so many
who's
great
that?
musicians.
Foo
From-
Fighters.
Oh, what's it?
Corey Tyler. Steven Tyler.
The
Corey Tyler.
Corey Wong.
Nice.
Great.
Corey Wong.
man with the
I
big
want
neck.
no hate on Corey Wong.
No. Shout out Corey Wong.
Shout out Corey.
Man, that guy's got proper like. It's like the Mike Tyson of singing. That guy of screaming.
Or Corey Taylor.
No,
Yeah.
Corey Wong.
Oh, he's a,
He's got a big neck.
Like the Mike Tyson.
he is
like,
swinging that.
Corey Taylor
every
is the
day.
Mike Tyson of vocalists.
He's
He
great.
made Kegels
Not
a thing
vocalists, like of
Yeah.
because of how big
The
his
genre.
appendage was.
I mean,
He had
sure.
to sort something out.
The first time I saw him, I was like, judging his neck, he must be a huge dude, but he's quite a little dude, but he's just got a massive.
So is Mike Tyson one.
And Mike Tyson.
He's a sweet guy. I work at the.
Don't tell them where you work. Beep.
No, but like he.
I work at-
after he did a gig. I noticed like because I worked at a venue and I noticed he was sitting after everyone had left. He was sitting with his wife, and his wife was in the seating up to the seating area, watching the gig. And then I just noticed he was just chilling with her upwards and just chatting away. Like, it's just a normal dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's such a normal dude. And I
What
think-
would you expect him to do though?
Well, no, because I don't expect you to do that, to be honest.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
you do.
Start running around, they're like, wow,
I mean, I would be talking about that now if that was the case.
making slip knots.
Sure.
No, but like genuinely,
Like
Good
crochets,
Yeah.
instead of crochets, just have like his side hustle is like making slip knots, and just gives it to his fans. And yeah, don't tell them where you work, man, because otherwise, they'll come running in. And I love how nobody's laughing at me. Like,
I don't work.
Now you guys see how they treat
don't
me.
work
It's
anywhere.
on camera, for the record. They only laugh at their own jokes. And
That's the
my
problem with
media
bands.
training is gone to shit. Yeah, look at him, quiet.
And he is the singer.
Cricket.
Can we just clarify that he is the singer?
Yeah,
he is the
just
singer.
so you know.
Just
Just
let
so you
him
know. I don't know.
Well-
And I don't work. All I do is sit at home and write love letters to myself.
There you go.
I mean,
None of us
Could
have
be
jobs. We all
Like,
live for
could
the
be better.
music, man.
again, it's back to kind of the question I asked before about bands and stuff. It's like, can you make a living being a band these days?
Yeah,
Or
you
is
just
it
got to be
really,
a bit
really
more clever about it.
hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have a good budget
Sure.
for your own life.
I mean,
Beans on toast,
beans and toast.
pretty much.
Sure. No
Yeah.
champagne.
No sourdough either. Like, you got to do like the pre-cut, shit loaf.
Wow, that's
The one
hard.
that's got a bit of bleach in it.
That's harsh.
It's got a bit of attitude.
I think there's other as well. Like now, there's a lot more of a means for like tribute bands going on. So like, if you want to be
Yeah.
a musician, like don't get me wrong, there's a musician for authenticity, and then there's music for the sake of like, right, if I want to make money,
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that I know people will like.
And nostalgia.
So
Yeah.
I'm willing to do something that people will like to hear.
Sure,
I don't think there's
sure.
anything wrong with that, but I think it's more like having that there is a necessity to then keep that music in you said live, because then it's like, oh,
Hmm.
you're still showing people music and you're making, you're being stable with it. That's the thing. I do think
Yeah.
you can, but it's just hard to get. First of all, the contacts to get
Sure.
everything done by yourself, like independently, with like some events, just not having a sound system, not having like the actual instrumentation or like the room to suffice the sound. So like it's all really just hard work, but then when you get it and when you sort it out, it can work out, and it's just building it from there.
I think that's why you notice. Sorry, I
Yeah.
notice that's why you notice a lot of musicians. We've all got our hands in different things, all at
Sure,
once.
sure.
The whole freelance musician thing. Back in the day, maybe you could be just like a touring musician and you make the money off of that. And there are guys that still do that. But
Sure.
for the rest of us, we're kind of all got our hands in different things. Some of us might do like some function gigs. We'll do
Yeah.
like weddings or pub gigs, and some of us will do scoring for like drama and like film. Some of us could do like music production.
Sure.
Mixing and mastering and engineering. Like these are all and this is still music at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course.
But you kind of got to be a little bit bit business savvy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
main thing.
absolutely.
A lot more
Business.
business
And that's
savvy.
A
I
lot
think
more
that's
business.
the change really now is that
Yeah.
like everyone's got to have a bit of that.
And
Sure.
a day job.
And a day
I
job.
think, yeah, I also have like an opinion, quite strong opinion on this, because again, we just try to make it work for ourselves, and we've only been together. We're going towards 2 years now, and I think there is a very clear differentiation between the music creation of it and then the business side of it, and I think a lot of people get a bit intimidated by that side, and it does take a bit of studying and understand how to do that. And there's a lot of resources out there, like YouTube is amazing for that. And then, at a local level, as a band, of course, first of all, you have to hone your craft and really get your thing together.
Of course.
And then from that, I think there's ways to do it. The way I find it at the moment, we try to do everything independently. So we do our own music videos or our artwork, and
As
the
DIY
visual,
as possible.
very DIY to reduce the costs, and then utilizing everyone's skills. Like one person is better at social media, one person is better at marketing, another person is better at scheduling, another person is better at creating the assets, the social media assets and the content. Somebody's good at editing, or get our friends or our girlfriends or our fiancés or brothers and sisters, or we get
Sure.
people like you guys to help out.
There is a community effort to it all.
There
So
is
yeah,
always-
totally, yeah.
band.
Always.
I
Yeah,
think
it has
what
to
a
be.
lot of bands, just to say one last thing on this, what a lot of bands get wrong is that, my opinion is that a band should create culture around itself and create a community and serve a community, and I think more bands should think like that and then come together and help each other, because that's, if you look at the history of music, like CBGBs or any other, CBGB is a very accessible, quick thing to think about. But like even here in London, a lot of even like the Seattle scene that we probably look a lot at nowadays. They all kind of helped each other or played in each other's bands, and I think that's very important, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about the third song you played.
Wildfire.
Wildfire.
Yeah.
Do you want to sort of explain about that before we look at it?
That was the first song we wrote as a band that didn't involve.
Any
Basically,
outer
like
influences.
it wasn't
fresh.
written before.
Yeah,
it
fresh.
completely fresh. It wasn't
Completely
written
fresh
in the previous
room.
lineup.
Typical, you know, I think I came in with the riff
Yeah.
and then it just went from there.
'Cause
It was like
it started-
really like box standard, like
And they came together
In the room.
very
I mean, it's so
quickly as
cool.
well.
I
Quite
do like
quickly.
that song.
Because I think it was heavily inspired by when we did like Black Rain. Because I remember when we first did it, my
Sound good.
interpretations of it was like I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
that sound kind of like the same rhythm. But yeah, so then I think it just progressed to something a lot more different, a lot more energy, a lot more.
More passion.
A lot more passion.
And then
more
Yeah.
energy.
the lyrics and the theme is written from the perspective of somebody that is very insensitive to somebody else who has a nervous breakdown, and there's this concept of that nervous breakdown takes over your head, over your mind, like a wildfire that can't be stopped, and it just spreads fast and wide. Yeah.
Cool. Let's have a look at
Yeah.
it now. This is the idea dimension. These are the Black Vipers. You've got a music video out or
do.
coming out very soon.
It's coming out, yeah.
Yeah, will come out at some point.
You showed me bits of it earlier on your phone. I thought it looked super cool.
Thank you.
Very
Happily post it. Give me the link to it. Whatever. I'd love to share that as much as possible. But
That's a music video for Dead Wedding, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I
Dead
should have said
Wedding.
Dead Wedding. But it's obviously you all are in it, but you made it yourself.
Completely DIY, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so cool though. It doesn't look like you're just fucking around on your phone. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
look
it's filmed
like
with my
produced. It
iPhone
does-
with this baby.
This very iPhone. Yeah.
It's very
this.
cool. I will have to either
Thanks,
edit
man.
into this or we'll put it as a separate video or something.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's just as well, like with, I think Mercher had such a good vision as well. Like
Thank
it's in terms of like when he was like having the idea for it, because he was quite big with the visuals. Like, he was helping out with the way that we were having the scenes done, the way the camera shot.
He was the
I think-
director.
yeah, and I think us just working really well, like to get that done quick and like efficiently, just made it seem way more concrete than we expected. It
You'd
to be
already
from what we were given.
storyboarded it out. You'd literally got the whole script there.
Yeah, drew it by hand.
Stage direction.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, that's
And-
what I'm saying. No, using the people that you have around to.
Yeah, the community
To help-
and helping
yeah,
each other.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was great performances as well from.
Oh,
from
yeah.
all
Their
of
performances are brilliant.
He broke my clothes rack, and I was like 3 months later. I was at home.
Hey.
I was like,
That's
why
just
is-
a rumor.
Why is it so wobbly? Why is it so
It's
wobbly? And I was
hearsay.
like, I don't remember doing anything with this. I completely forgot that there is this. So there's this scene, spoiler alert, where these items keep appearing magically, and one of them is my clothing rack. So. To which I actually had real dirty underwear on. You're gonna see
And you
it.
ran into that?
It's for real.
Head first.
Of course, you didn't
Head
know it was
first.
Yeah,
dirty
we
underwear
like to do
until you
methods.
ran
This-
into
We're
it.
It
Yeah,
was
oh,
method
yeah,
acting.
very, very
Method
method.
Very
acting,
method.
yeah.
You have to
No.
be.
And it wasn't any cleaner afterwards.
Sure, worse, in fact.
No
So,
showers were
do you
on.
guys have any shows coming up? How can people follow you? Like social media? Do you want to shout out where people can find out about you, stalk you, send you money, whatever?
Person at a time.
We're everywhere. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube.
TikTok.
TikTok everywhere.
We're most active on TikTok and Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can find us at the Black Vipers official.
Yeah.
That will take you immediately to all of our stuff.
We're also on Spotify, Apple Music, and any other
Yeah,
streaming
all the-
platform that you got.
The usual
And
platforms.
YouTube,
Yeah, all
YouTube,
usual
yeah.
business.
Yeah, YouTube as
YouTube
well.
for the new music video.
Yeah.
And we have a
Yeah.
lyric video out for Wildfire in case you want to check that out.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
have
a
this.
lyric
Yeah, we're gonna
video.
have this all out.
Sorry, I'm getting burpees.
Again, do you have any
Small
shows
burpees.
coming up in the next couple of months?
No.
Like,
We're waiting back, so we're currently in a competition,
okay.
like a Battle of the Bands competition to play at Bloodstock.
Oh,
if you,
awesome.
If you win it. We haven't got high hopes.
Do you know who you're up against? Are you up against many?
No,
ones?
no,
it's,
it's
loads.
it's all
Loads.
heats until you get to the quarters, semis.
Yeah.
You see?
It's a lot of.
These are the bands that we hate.
Yeah.
Whoever's in that competition now.
anyone who's in front of us.
I have no idea.
But yeah,
No,
we came second in our last round, so we're waiting to hear back on
Okay.
when exactly that next round is going to be for us. So
Yeah, no, I mean, there's we had that, but we'll probably have some. We always have stuff announced.
Yeah.
The way it is, sometimes we can get stuff like really, really last minute.
by the time this
Sure.
comes out, we might have something announced.
We're
so that
looking.
can be-
We're looking at probably something in May. Probably mid
Cool.
to the end of May. We have some. We just haven't.
Yeah,
announced
we're gonna
it yet.
put on
I mean,
like
you're
a
London
party.
based as well, so I
Yeah,
guess
all London.
playing
Predominantly
London
London,
is
Usually
easy.
all
Yeah,
London
we're London
based,
based.
Yeah,
Well,
which is fine with me.
We'd
'cause I
like to
can travel.
branch out, but it's just been
You know,
pretty easy.
As far as
Anybody
like
out there?
Guildford.
It's a central hub for all of us, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, London is where the venues are, you know.
Yeah, that's where
also,
we-
like, we also do our own events, and I think we might put up an event for this. So follow us, and yeah, we're gonna have something special. I'm not gonna tell you, but yeah,
For the
pretty
release of
sure we're
Dead
gonna
Wedding.
do something for the release of Dead Wedding.
Yeah.
That's yeah. What was that thing from like Ministry? That's all year is Halloween kind of
Ministry of Sound.
thing. No man, Ministry, the metal
Shut up.
band. Yeah, it was like
what the
it's like the goth anthem. All year is Halloween or something. I'm just glitching out.
I think we're glitching out.
It's okay.
Stop glitching out, bro.
Wedding.
We're gonna probably have something booked at Levels. We're in talk with
Yeah.
some people, couple venues, couple new ones. We always
Cool.
try and find some new venues.
Cool.
We usually always end up doing something for them, and we'll have a release, actual release event for
Awesome.
for Dead Wedding
Yeah.
when that comes out, and that'll be a big rock and roll party. We're all gonna get very, very drunk.
That
And
sounds
it's gonna be really, really
amazing.
fun.
So do you want to just go around and say what your favourite drinks are? Because we were talking about beverages earlier,
Yeah,
and that
baby.
seemed like an interesting chat.
No, he's channeling it, channeling it.
Depends on the mood.
Yeah, depends on the time of the day.
I can go
Mood.
first.
I can.
Yeah.
go on.
I can go
I
first.
don't know how people are going to react to my.
Oh my god.
So you go this way, clockwise.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cheat. I love an espresso martini, but Ryan, for this event that we did a Mircha's margarita. So that's my favorite drink now. Because it's with my name on it.
What's
So.
a margarita, Mircha?
Well, you have to drink it and find out, baby.
Well, then, I'll
You gotta
tell you.
ask Ryan to make you one.
I'll tell you what Mitch's margarita
For
is.
my birthday, you're making Mircha's margarita
I'll make
for
you a
everybody.
Mitch's margarita.
We'll make you a little lemonade stand, Mircha's margarita stand.
You know what? I'll come clean right now. I'll come clean right now. All it is.
Don't
is-
say
Watered
it.
down orange juice.
Keep it secret.
No, Mircha actually wants it to be a secret.
Keep it
This is
secret.
his-
Keep it
this is
secret.
It's just made with love.
With a
Then.
slice
That's gonna
of
be our
watermelon.
brand of
It's-
tequila.
Do you know what the secret?
margarita,
It's just.
Black
It's just.
Vipers,
It's just a
like
little
Iron
bit.
Maiden.
A little bit of spit.
A little bit of spit. Makes
Not
sense.
too much.
Spit from the band.
Keeps you
Little bit, everyone.
lubricated.
Yeah.
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 It's called.
Nice.
It's called.
It's good for the voice.
Black Viper Venom.
I mean, I think that would sell, you know?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You should
It's
bottle
good.
something like.
We're gonna
home
trademark
industry.
it.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Might have to
We can
dye
sponsor
it.
the show.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
think so. I think so.
Cool.
Little,
Flag.
little vials.
Yeah, the tiny one.
Tiny
yeah.
little vials.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, you know.
Who are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Because
Okay.
any
Do you
more
wanna
it's
be our
lethal.
on our merch?
Yeah, I'll be
I
a
just
merch manager.
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
should be out of this
Okay.
conversation.
We can sell
can't
beanies
wait,
and
This
Yeah,
is the
bags.
nature of things. It just derails. You
Are
know?
you ready for my drink?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
ready.
ready
Yeah,
for
go.
my drink.
What happened?
I want this to be a safe space. I want it to be
it's a safe space. We're not no judgment.
It's not a safe space.
I love a limoncello spritz.
Oh.
I do. I do.
my
I
God.
do. I
Oh
do.
my
It has to be hot though.
Is that non-alcoholic?
Has to
Has
be
to be
very
boiling.
hot.
The non-rock metal guy liked the lemon jelly.
I'm
that
sorry. I'm cruising on a
surprise,
sunbed. I'm
yeah.
on a lilo
Is
right
that
now. You guys are
non-alcoholic?
down in the deeps.
Is that non-alcoholic?
Do you know what limoncello is?
I know, but
Doesn't even know what lemon is.
you said spritz, so how do I know?
Guys,
What is that?
guys, let's let them know.
Sì, lo
We
so,
found out
che è
now.
un limoncello.
Probably what I said earlier, like the red wine and amaretto mixed
You were
together.
saying that before. It sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
It's good.
It sounds so wrong, but it sounds amazing.
It is wrong, but it kind of you see colours. From
You,
it.
you do give me the kind of vibe of a bit of a chemist, you know what I mean? Like a bit of a.
I mean,
you
I
know,
can mix a couple
bit
of
of a
drinks.
potion guy.
Like
you know, what
you
I
know,
mean?
Guinness and vodka. Have you ever done
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
That
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
Have you ever had Diet Coke and red wine?
Isn't it got to be
Get the
full fat
fuck
Coke?
out of it. What?
It's-
No,
yeah,
no.
it's a
I
real thing.
hand
I know
hand
this,
on
I know
heart.
this.
What?
Hand on heart.
It's
It's
a
a
real
thing.
thing.
I want you when you get home, red wine. Get some Coke in there, and you drink it. It's insane.
It is. It's
What? So
pretty
it's
good.
fizzy red wine.
Yeah. But
It's kinda like-
more
imagine like
modern. It's got
cherry
a
Coke
lot.
as
Yeah,
well. It's
yeah.
got like
Yeah.
cherry
It's
kind
like
of thing
Dr
going
Pepper.
on.
I don't know how I feel
Drink
about that
water,
because I like
people.
red wine
Drink
and
water.
like, adding Diet Coke. to
No,
it?
it is.
Trust me.
But it's a
Is
real
it?
thing. I once.
Can I put brand in it as well?
You could put anything else in there. Just make sure you have that core part. That's the deterrent.
I'm
that
gonna
makes
have to
it
try that.
amazing.
I was on a flight coming from an undisclosed country, but anyone who knows me very well will know which country this is. And one of the natives was drinking red wine and Coke. And I'm not joking. You know the miniatures?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you now, he had about like 12, 13 of those lined up. Oh, and he sat next to me as well the whole flight. I was watching this in real
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
there was like 3-4 cans of Coke just next to him, and he was battered by the end of it. Like he was like, and I was thinking to myself, might have to try this thing.
Yeah,
Might
yeah.
have to give this a little try.
I mean, that's
It's
mental.
literally
It's kinda be onto
Dr
something.
Pepper. It's literally Dr.
It's
Pepper.
pretty good. I have tried it.
Okay.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
I think we could bootleg that.
I think
Yeah.
so. We tried.
But
one
wait,
of this.
we
We've got
didn't-
this going.
We didn't
We
ask,
can call
what's
it the
your
Black
favorite
Vipers.
cocktail?
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Viper
Yeah.
Venom. Viper Venom.
What's your
Yeah, blood venom. Come on.
What's your
Black
cocktail?
Venom. I like that.
Come on. Yeah.
My favourite drink?
Yeah.
I'm
drink.
boring. I really like a beer Moretti.
Oh my god.
That is
Fucking hell.
From the tap.
actually
From
the
the
most
tap.
boring.
That's so
That is
vanilla.
the most
You're
boring.
so
Stella.
vanilla. You're so
boring.
vanilla.
Stella.
I warned you.
The worst thing is
Foster's
he'll
would have
also,
been better, mate.
the worst thing is he'll also have a top on it as well, which is the worst thing.
No. I want to have a top with a beer Moretti.
Yeah, but Shandy.
I
Adri is the top.
I could be getting this wrong, but I think Moretti's like it's like made in Slough, and they promote it as a Spanish beer, but it's not. It's an
Really?
invention of like.
I'm-
drink.
Isn't that the
I'll
magic?
go.
That's magic. That's magic.
That's
Oh,
magic.
it's Mad- sorry, Madri,
yeah,
okay.
No.
Madri.
Beer Moretti's also the same. It's brewed in the UK. Madri's brewed in the UK.
Oh, is it?
Madri is also the original recipe for curling as well.
Probably is.
And Carling, all of that stuff. Some Peroni, Asahi's not even Japanese. That's brewed. I mean, I'm gonna get cancelled by all of the breweries now.
You're gonna have a big
Yeah.
drink
You're
after
right,
you.
mate.
No, I am
You're
like they all say it, but I'm a bit of a beer snob. Like
No, I
He
get
knows
that.
his hops.
I know my hops.
Yeah,
I know my
there's
hops.
no
and I
shame in
don't
that.
care, right?
It's
There's no
nicely
shame
done.
in that.
No, but
I hate
yeah.
Negronis.
Negroni's good. You ever
Don't
had
give me a
Kingston
Negroni. I hate
good.
it. I can make a nice Negroni,
Negroni.
but I hate drinking it.
You have to try Kingston Negroni.
Shut up.
It's with spiced rum instead of gin. That's very good.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
try
the
that.
bitterness.
That's goated. That's goated.
Okay.
I don't like the bitterness.
I feel that this time next year we're gonna have like a whole range of Viper Venom drink.
After
I had to get that.
Oh
in there.
man, we had such a great time here. Honestly, like you guys treated us so well, and the
Thank
studios
you.
are great facilities. Sorry, my ADHD brain just like started having intrusive thoughts. But no, you guys
Thank you very
have
much.
taken such great care of us, and thanks to Sam, thanks to you, Tom, and Ethan behind the scenes, and Danny, which we got to meet, and of course our partners who've been helping, and your brother and his girlfriend for the support, and yeah, such a great time.
No,
Good sound.
my
You guys
pleasure.
were really,
Really,
like,
Absolutely
really
loved
was.
top notch. Yeah,
No, it's
Thank
really
you.
great.
Thank
Shout
you so
out
much.
Powerhouse Studios.
Let's do it
Awesome.
again.
Shout out Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
shout out
look it
Powerhouse
up.
Studios.
Yep,
Yeah.
we'll do this again, definitely.
100%. please. We'd love
dimension.
to. We'd love to.
Great.
Anytime.
No
I'll
problem
bring
at all.
some Coke
Yeah.
and some wine.
Yeah. I'll bring a case
and
of
we'll
wine,
get
bring a
drinking.
case of Coke.
We'll get drinking.
and
I'll
someone
bring the
brings
good beer.
Yeah.
You bring the good beer. Jimmy, don't even think about bringing your favorite beer.
Don't bring.
No-
Jimmy,
no
don't
fuss
bring.
with the car.
Don't
Don't
even
bring
think
anything.
Yeah. There'll be enough. You know.
There'll be enough.
But
just
your
pinch
company's
of
great.
you
Your
lot.
company's great.
Just
That's
Ice
great.
cubes,
Yeah.
man.
Your presence is already terrible.
Thank you. Let's wrap this up.
Fucking
Let's
hell,
go.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I think we should launch a drink. I really do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We get it like a download, Bloodstock. Come on.